Welcome to this week's Business Building Show. Today we're talking about your compliance versus social media. Now, we've said it before and we'll say it again. We will likely say it several more times. Social media is not going away. Its popularity is not drifting. Its power is not waning. Your refusal to acknowledge its value, it's not working. Most importantly, your inherent fear of FINRA and compliance dropping the hammer on you is holding less water each and every day.
Because you're not alone in this fear, we figured that we should start off 2015 by clearing the air and likely your fears and dishing the details on what FINRA actually thinks about your social media marketing.
You see, following the most recent FINRA Advertising and Regulatory Conference back at the end of 2014, Hearsay Social wrote a great blog detailing the discussion on social media marketing regulations and rules. We're going to break it down a bit further to outline some real practice examples of these guidelines.
This is from the classic static versus interactive content debate. If your content is interactive, then it only requires monitoring or archiving, not pre-approval. Some examples of interactive content are your posts to Facebook, tweets, comments on other posts, etc. Things that might require pre-approval due to the static nature, blog posts, profile summaries and details, Facebook ads, and so on.
Skills and endorsements continue to be a slick slope. Now, unless you have explicit permission from your compliance regulator to publish specific skills and accept recommendations and endorsements, it's probably best to steer clear. Now, this is as simple as clicking into your LinkedIn settings and turning off recommendations and deleting the skills section of your profile.
If you use an archiving software or review system such as Hearsay or Reg Ed, or have another process for monitoring and reviewing social activity, make sure it is capable of tracking how content displays on multiple devices. The way something appears on your desktop might be very different than it will appear on someone's smartphone. More and more social use is moving to mobile devices. Be sure your social monitoring follows suit.
This is a follow-up from FINRA's sweep of social media usage amongst financial firms, and while there are few glaring issues, one overriding issue was the difficulty of the review process. You see, there are several options for archiving and middleware to allow for review of your interactive content and whichever is required by your compliance regulators. It should provide easy access to your activity for FINRA to peek into it when reviewing. So before you spend another year hemming and hawing over social media for your firm, take a hard look at the facts. Skipping out on social media is like keeping thousands of local prospects in the dark and stepping away from a free microphone that speaks directly to them. Step into the light and up to the microphone.
That's all the time we have for this week. Thanks for listening, and remember, stop chasing, start building. Get out of the endless cycle of chasing leads and give people a reason to come to you.
And to learn more about the topics discussed in today's show, visit our website. That's www.radicalpromoting.com. And remember, folks,
if you ain't growing, you're dying.